Hello, San Marino Community Church. Reverend Jeff O'Grady and Reverend Jessica Vaughan Lower here, and we're just here for a conversation. It's been a troubling period of time in our country and in our communities following the death of George Floyd. And we too have struggled with how to respond to all of this. Just the other day, Lynn and I were out for our usual walk in the evening, and we came across one of the church families, the Roberts family. And out in front was Kara Roberts with her good friend Caroline, and they were making signs to participate in some way of raising their voice in protest of what was happening and in a call for justice. So they asked us to pick a sign, and we did. We picked Black Futures Matter. What's really important in this time, it seems to me, is that we create a different future from the past. It's a universal call for something to change that's significant. So we have that sign in the window in our kitchen at this time because we want Black futures to matter.
It's a time where so many of us want to be able to make a difference, and it's very difficult to know how. On Sunday, I joined 13 churches that organized a protest driven by the faith communities in Pasadena. It was extraordinary to see the different ways that people gathered together to mourn, to cheer, to urge, to grieve. But ultimately, by being together in the different ways and the different states that we found ourselves in, there was a comfort and there was a hope that maybe what we see now won't always have to be.
You know, one symbol that has emerged over the last 8 days or so is taking a knee. It's a symbol that I think comes from a variety of places. It certainly has been a symbol in the NFL. It also symbolizes the knee of the policeman on the neck of George Floyd. But in our tradition, taking a knee has a different imagery and a different symbol. It's a sign of humility. It's a sign of honor. It's the one sign that often in many churches around the world, when people come into the worship space and before the altar, they genuflect and take a knee. So we know in the church what it means to take a knee, and we know what to do when we're on our knees, because it's a posture of prayer. So it's not a bad symbol for us.
As Christians, we are called to respond, and we're called to join God in the kingdom as God has intended it to be, a place of justice, of hope, where there are no more tears, where there is no more mourning. We know as Christians that we can pray, and we're called to be unified in our prayer, but we are not asked to be uniform in the way that we respond. There's a post that we're seeing on social media right now, and it says something like this, little modified. Some are posting on social media, some are protesting in the streets. Some are donating silently, some are educating themselves, some are having tough conversations with friends and family. A transformation has many lanes. Be kind to yourself and to others who are traveling in the same direction. We're called to travel in the same direction. But we will get there by bringing different gifts and different talents to that progress.
At the heart of our faith is the coming reign of Christ. We're living into the future, and our goal is for a future that's different from the past. So we join with those who grieve and call for justice. We join with those who seek to protect and serve the community. And we join here in the church in prayer, and our hearts go out to those who are suffering.